All right. Let's go ahead and turn performance exhaust on. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and today I'm driving a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. Yes, the most badass version of a Jeep Wrangler that exists in the market today. I'm behind the wheel. So in this video, we're gonna do some off-roading in Nebraska. I'm gonna take you on this cliff and I'll do some voiceover on that and talk to you about what we're doing up there. I'll also do some on-road driving, like highway here in a minute, and some kind of city thought on city driving, a little bit slower speeds. But we'll talk about what it sounds like in the cabin, how loud it is. They've made several improvements to the 2024 Jeep Wrangler. Okay, let's go over the details of this Jeep Wrangler, then I'll get out and show you more about it. So it's a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392, 6.4 liter V8 SRT Hemi engine, 475 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds torque, 8-speed automatic transmission, 17x8 machine bronze beadlock capable wheels. The tires are 315/70 R17Cs. We have Goodrich all-terrain TAKO2s. It's got power assisted brakes. The exterior color is Earl, interior color is black and red. EPA fuel economy is 13 city, 16 highway. You have base price $87,579. The Earl coat, clear coat exterior paints an add-on. The Sky One Touch power top is an add-on. Removable recorder windows, I'll show you those, and Power Touch quarter window storage bag. We have the Warn winch, and we have the all-weather floor mats by Mopar. Total price is $95,945. So let's talk about these things. Let me turn it off, and there's off, and then I'll let me cycle the door here real fast. So if I get out, get back in, you can see the Jeep comes up there in the big screen. And then this is the new 12-inch screen. It goes all the way across. You can see where it's a little bit different. It's all kind of played together. Like this entire screen here with that of the air inlet, it's all like one design element. It's pretty cool. And then you have the grab bar there. I do have heated seats, heated steering wheel. I do have the active exhaust. You can turn it on and off, and it'll actually change the exhaust note. It's really cool when it's on. I have parking assist. I have AC controls there as well. And then I have your different controls here for your windows. That way when you take the doors off, you don't lose your controls there. For basically the idea, take your doors off and you don't have to have the window controls over there. It cuts down the electrical components on the door. So I'm trying to say, I have a cold, sorry, I'm trying to get through this. Front and rear lockers, I can put them on there. Different off-road modes, disconnect the sway bar, some auxiliary buttons there too. I have the shifter, and I also, interestingly enough, I have 4 high auto, 4 part-time, neutral, and low. That you don't have a two-wheel drive, basically. I do have a little Yeti here, and my phone's there. I wish I had a little bit more storage in this. I've been kind of fighting this. I have a double storage here. Then I have, I'd probably put this is the controller for the Warn winch. I'd probably put this in the back somewhere, so I'd have more room in here. But you can see I have a USB in there as well, and a light. But storage is a little bit of an issue as far as cup holders, too. You only have 2. 1, 2. There's nothing in the doors because the way the doors are set to come off. So, yeah, that's fine. This is the, I should turn this on. Let me turn on and show you. Okay. That's the exhaust note. That's off. That's on. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can almost hear the difference. This is the new Uconnect system, by the way, too. And it's really fast, and it works really well. And I have nothing but good things to say about this Uconnect system. I have the off-road pages, the trail recordings. I can actually use their new adventure guide system, and if I'm on different trails that have been recognized to the system, it'll tell me details about those trails when I go on them. It's pretty cool. If I do auto, yeah, so that is the Freedom Top, right? Is that what they call the thing? Let me see. Yes, oh, Sky Touch power top, $3,795. Goes all the way back. It's nice because you don't take the panels off, and it's power adjusted with the top, with auto, so you don't have to worry about, like I said, lots of extra work. Look, it's simple, and it works. And isn't that awesome that it's simple and it works? Yeah, I like simple, it works. So I'll come back. I do have lights here. I have some speakers built in there, so when you take and really jam out, you can really get going. But let's hop outside and I'll show you more about this 392. Yeah. So one of my kind of complaints about me in this vehicle is this. I'm not even close. Okay, now we're out. So love the seats, love everything. but the height is a bit of a concern for guys like me. It's just the tire's too big. Interestingly enough, it's got power seats, and actually you can water forward with the power seats too. They've wrapped the electronics up so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I do have a little bit of a Easter egg. Jeep has Easter eggs everywhere. So this is your Earl Grey trail rated Jeep Wrangler 4x4 Rubicon. 392 is on the hood, and you can tell 392 because you have this bronze. Everywhere where you look is bronze and bronze. I love the way Jeep does that. Just kind of gets a design element that makes it kind of blend together. This is the new grill for this year for 2024, and the Warren winch is built in, which is really nice to have right there. And then we come around the sides. You can look at steel, solid steel bumper, and you see your suspension set up there, the big tires, the trail rated. In the back, which I haven't been able to spend much time in. Yeah. So, well, in the back we have the controls for the windows as well. We have some USBs there too. A little bit of a storage option there. We have some cup holders there too. But these are 392 seats. Oh, and the front seat should show you that a little bit differently. Let me back up for a second. Again, apologize. Have a cold. My head's kind of all over the place. No, 392 is actually stitched into the seats. That's what I want to show you. And these things are super comfortable. Like, I'm really impressed with how comfortable those seats are. Like, imagine that. A vehicle with comfortable seats. Shocking! This is interesting back here. So this is your tire, your BF Goodrich TA-KO2s. And this is your Black capable wheels. Really cool looking wheels on this. But what I find really fascinating about this, tool hook, is how reinforced this door is. Like, my goodness, this is a heavy tire. Like, that tire is probably, I don't know, I'm gonna guess 70, 80 pounds in that range, maybe even more. And it's on the door, and the door, look at these hinges. Look how reinforced those hinges are. Pretty impressive. Here's your storage space back here. Oh, I just did a video on Bubba recovery rope. I'll link to that video if I get it done, whatever, in time frame. Really cool rope. Check the video out. This is your rear. It doesn't hold a whole lot. I tried to put some golf clubs back here. Golf clubs barely do fit. Here's a really cool Alpine speaker as well. But I want to show you this, and I want to do it where I can maybe set my tripod up. Okay, we'll try to do this while I'm holding the camera a little bit. So I'm gonna pop this. That comes down, and then on the other side, I can pull this down here. Okay, and then if I just kind of pull it out to me a little bit, yeah, one hand, and look at how open that makes it. It's pretty cool. There's when you go to put it in, there are some little things at the bottom that line up, and you just basically set it back in, and you kind of line it up. You see that little thing goes right in, see that little screw goes right in there, and it goes back in there as well. I may have to, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Oh, there it goes. It slid in. One-handed. I can't believe I can do that one-handed. That's pretty impressive. Then you just kind of get a little bit lined up, and then boom. That goes secure there. Yep. And then on the other side, secure there. It was interesting when I did that. You can see the body color matching here too. So even with that off, it still looks pretty cool. Yeah. So that's another little removable panel. Really easy. The doors pop off. You have to undo the strap here, and then they have a little bolt here and bolt here, and the doors pop off. So you can really get a lot of cool stuff. Okay, let's talk about a few things I missed in the video. I'll show you some really cool footage here from Utah as I talk about these things. We have the new 7-slot grill. You can see that in the front. We have the antenna's gone. It's now integrated into the windshield. Allows you to fold down that front window a little bit easier. We have 10 all-new wheel designs, and we have multiple open-air freedom options, including that Sky one-touch power top, what I showed you in the video. The Wrangler Rubicon has the new Dana 44 heavy-duty fully float solid rear axles, or full float solid rear axle. That allows for bigger tires for the customer and up to 5,000 pounds towing capacity. There's also a lot of new airbags. I'll show you an image here on the screen showing all different side and front side curtain airbags on Sport S and above. There's also standard advanced cruise control with stop as Sport S and above. There's new models, Sport S 4xE. There's also Rubicon X, which includes standard 35-inch tires. And there's a variety of upgrades to the 4xE, which we'll talk about in other videos when we get a chance to get behind the wheel of that vehicle. Okay, let's get back to off-roading here in Nebraska.
I had 4 people in the cabin with me. It's kind of fun driving around. You see this big rock? Yeah, those tires, no problem, right over it. And what's interesting is the 392 is so dang powerful, I never needed to engage any of the 4-wheel drive systems or front and rear lockers. Like, it just put your foot on the pedal. It just did it because it's got so much horsepower and so much torque. And we're waving at the drone as I'm flying over it. Okay, we'll move the drone here and kind of give you a visual. This is on top of a bluff, which is a big hill on the property. And you can see off the distance for miles and miles. This is Nebraska. And it's crazy that this landscape exists, but no, it does. And it's kind of fun to get up there and get up so high and then just kind of see what's around you. But yeah, the Jeep did it with no problem. Like I said, didn't even need any of the off-road gear at all.
Meanwhile, in Chicago, I'm driving the complete antithesis to the 392. I am in the Jeep Wrangler 4XE. And yeah, that makes this a plug-in hybrid. And I have to tell you, I've always thought Jeep would be a great city vehicle because of the big tires and the ground clearance, so you don't have to worry about speed bumps or potholes. Plus, the turning radius is amazing, so it makes those tight turns into city spaces and garages just easily. But the problem with this vehicle has always been the fuel economy. When I'm driving a Wrangler in Chicago, I usually get something like 18 or less miles per gallon. And that does not make this a really good city vehicle. So with the 4XE, I feel like you kind of get the best of everything because you're looking at 375 horsepower. And by the way, that's not that much less than the 392. Okay, 95 horsepower less. But in the grand scheme of things, this is a 4-cylinder engine, so it's not that much less. And I just think that it hits all of the bells for me because it's cool looking, it's fun to drive, I love all of the blue accents, including the blue tow hooks, and 22 to 25 miles of all-electric range. I could say that until I'm blue in the face, pun intended, and it never gets old. I've only had this for a couple of days, and I haven't had to use the gasoline engine once. Not once. And I just think that is pretty amazing. So I am just thrilled to death with this vehicle. And I know Tim is like, blah, 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 plug-in electric hybrid, whatever. But all right, you go have fun with your manly 392 and use all of that gasoline and pay out the nose for it. And I'm just going to tool along in my very quiet and stylish 4XE and enjoy the fact that I don't have to stop for gas. Yeah. That's what I want to say about this. I think the Wrangler 4XE is perfect, not only for the city, but also for the suburbs, because regardless, you're just going to get better fuel economy. So, yeah, I like this vehicle. So, we'll send it back to Tim and his manly 392. Whatever. Potholes, speed bumps.
Okay, let's get on the highway and see what this baby does. God bless America. Yes, that is the awesome sound of freedom here in the Jeep 392. Yeah, this it's so good, but it's so crazy. So it's got so much horsepower and torque that if you really got on it, you could keep the back end together. It's so much power. And one of the things that's interesting is on the road, I have this Freedom Top, which I'm not going to open at the moment because it already is a little loud in here. One of the things that happens with Jeep Wrangler, and they've made some improvements, they made the cabin a little quieter, but you still have some noise, just the way the shape of the vehicle is. I don't really mind. It's got a really cool sound system in here. So I just crank it up and listen to tunes and ignore the noise around me. Yeah, that works. Speaking of noise and comfort and stuff like that, these seats are pretty darn good. My butt approves, Tim's butt approves on the seat comfort. I'm definitely liking that comfort level. And they did improve, I also should point this out, the Bluetooth connectivity with the phone, because it used to be with this sound you couldn't connect very well and listen to the person on the line. I can confirm without making lots of phone calls and stuff that the Bluetooth is pretty good in this vehicle. No problems there at all on that. I really You know, overall on the driving, I really don't have a lot to say. I mean, yes, even with these big 35-inch tires, does it squirrel around a little bit in the wind? A little bit. Is it as tight as a sports car? No, it's a Jeep for crying out loud. And so I expect to have a little bit of play, but it's pretty much on-center driving for a Jeep Wrangler. Look, Mom, no hands, and I'm going right down the road. And so that's pretty impressive. When you consider the wheelbase, the power and the delivery for the 392, and the tires, you tend to get a little sloppy with all that combination of, well, awesomeness. And so I'm pretty impressed with the way it drives down the road. Yeah. I'm not going to check fuel economy because if you care about fuel economy, you're buying the wrong vehicle, in my opinion. And yeah, this is doable. Now, is it a road trip vehicle? Oh no. Is it something you could road trip? Yeah, you could. I think I'd get a little tired of the noise myself after a while. Maybe if you're younger, yeah, maybe it doesn't bug you. Or if you're a big Jeep guy like Brandon Gearmus is, hey Brandon, he's gonna watch this video, part of the channel, he's part of the Jeep brand. He grew up in Nebraska, which is that way, right? His family farmed that way in Nebraska, so this is the other part of Nebraska, and I digress. But hey Brandon. So, to wrap things up, it is a lot of money. $95,000 for a Jeep Wrangler is a lot of coin. Is it the coolest, badass version of Jeep Wrangler you can buy stock? Yeah. Can I see people buying this? Oh yeah. Oh, I think they're going to sell as many as they can build. It is very much the rig to have. It's the alpha male of all Jeep Wranglers. Period. Done. So, hey, for more, check videos over here. Website down below as well. PickupTruckTalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.